friends, denizens of the internet. Hello, welcome back to another exciting episode over here at LostTimeGaming. Today we are checking out Seiken Densetsu 3. Now, in reality, this is Secret of Mana 3, but this is another entry into the series of games you never played before, as this game was not released in English. As you can clearly see down there at the bottom, I don't know if that's where I got this, or if that's who made it, or what, but suffice to say, this is an awesome action RPG, way before the era of action RPGs having their heyday. Now, thankfully, I have a save file from the last time I played this years ago, and the long story short of this game is that you choose a main character to play through the story between 6 main characters. And now each main character you have makes the main story a little bit different. And you pick a main character and then you pick 2 side characters. Now I currently have Duran, I believe his name is. He's a cross knight, the guy with like the red hair and the armor there. And he's basically swords. And we have Kevin and Angela. Angela's a magician, Kevin is a grappler. Now, this is theoretically a great party because the thing about this game is that it has great class progression. You start off as just, you know, a person doing essentially nothing, just slashing at enemies and using a skill every once in a while. That is not, I keep hitting the wrong button. And basically, I want to say level 16, you can choose a class to pick out of two options. Ow, there we go. And once you hit a higher level, you can pick another class based on the class you picked originally. So the way the combat works in this is you swing and it does a chop, right? Now you can just spam it, but I don't think it actually does a lot of damage that way. What you really want to do is wait for, I'm pretty sure Duran's sword actually gets a little shiny on top, is when your attack is fully recharged. Now, I think I'm a little over-leveled for this area, so we're not going to see anything too crazy. But this is very much in the vein of Secret of Mana, even though this never got released in the States. And it's a shame because this game is just awesome. The stories can be a little hit or miss depending on who the main character is. Oh, we leveled up. Sweet. Nope, our intelligence is max, so let's level up luck. Why not? Now, this is one of those games where there's a correct way to level everybody up that you should be doing because it's the best way to get all the max stuff, and then you can just play it normally as well if you didn't want to do that. And we got some items here. Lots of items. So many items. Let's see, Angela can cast Holy Ball or Diamond Missile. That's cool. Wait, does Kevin not have any? No? Okay. The interface is very confusing when you first start out. But again, it's one of those things like by the time you finish the game, you're going to be awesome at understanding the interface and how it works. But you basically just roll around like little areas and just, oh, I wasted my special technique there. That's a shame. Ooh, every once in a while, enemies will drop some sweet items that you can use. Just slash stuff and get experience. It's great. Oh, so I missed a treasure chest that popped up there. Ow! That hurt like a lot. Okay. And now, obviously, our side characters here control and attack on their own accord. And you all get moves like that was Duran's skill that builds up. If you see the little bar under his health points on the bottom there, it's got a little blue dot flashing that builds up as you make attacks. And eventually with higher classes and higher levels, you can do more attacks. Ooh, cleft of the earth. I don't think we're supposed to be here yet. Save your game? Sure. Why not? Saving is good and good for you. Let's make a separate save here. One of the great things about this game is that because the main story is slightly different depending on who the main character you've picked is that there's a lot of replayability to be had. Not only that, but because, again, there's a branching class system to where, like I said, at 16, I want to say, you get your first selection between two options, and then you get another switch between two options, and then I believe there's a mastery class at the very high end that you kind of like have to do special stuff just to unlock. A lot of cool stuff in the way to build your character here, and I mean, obviously, it's an RPG, and this isn't a true JRPG because it's an action RPG, but as you can see, we've got equipment and all kinds of stuff. Classic RPG stuff. You get gear and accessories and all kinds of good, awesome stuff. And the menu system is really confusing as well, because you can see in the bottom right, that's how the menu's set up. You can just kind of skip from section to section. You can change the window, like let's just make it that for whatever reason. Awesome. And I'm so glad some crazy people decided it was important to translate this in English, or I would have never been able to experience this. Luckily, I got my hands on this a million years ago from somebody. I don't remember. It's all kind of a haze now at this age. But it's so much fun to play this game, just especially if you're in the market to play a old but fun action RPG. This is basically the pinnacle. The combat's fun. There's lots of cool magic abilities. Let's see if we can get Holy Ball. Nope, I want the Holy Ball. Come on now, you give me the Holy Ball. All enemies. I'm gonna cast time on it, of course. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Wow, that didn't. Oh, it did. I was gonna say that didn't kill that thing, but no, it just had a death move it wanted to use first. Oh yeah, strength. Sweet, sweet strength. And I want to say, I don't think I can pull up a map, or can I? Nope, that's like this is a redundant item list outside of the main menu that we can access in the game for whatever reason. You press select to rotate the, person in front, so to speak. So if you want to play as your side characters, you can. I don't think I have access to a map outside of a certain item that we don't get later. Oh, wait, hold on. That's showing you the branching class paths there. In the middle right, you see fighter. You can become a knight or a gladiator. Then again, there's two choices down the road, and then there's a final choice after that, depending on what choices you made previously, which is just great. Simply glorious. I keep hitting the wrong button. In every other game that is like this, you would hold a certain button to run, and it's not that one in this game. And there's towns, and one of the cool things is that sometimes enemies will drop seeds, and you can come to an inn and like plant it, and it'll turn into like free items, which is great. And now, the reason I didn't make this first when I was making the games you've never played before is that technically I can't say nobody's ever played this before, because this was actually remade on the PC, I want to say, a few years ago to be fully 3D. Not kind of top-down like this is. Basically, you can you control a third person, and the camera is fully usable, and all that good stuff. What we got here? Can you take us somewhere? Sure, take us away. Maybe we can see the overworld. Anchors away! And now, the reason also we're doing a game you never played, kind of final installment here, is because I had work today, and I have some stuff going on later, so I really can't Really can't squeeze in the time for a full Fatal Frame 3 episode, but it will be back next week, of course. We'll be done with Fatal Frame 3 before you know it, I swear. And then we'll be taking a little time off from Fatal Frame before we get into the rest of the series, even though, again, the rest of the series is far better. Well, it's far more playable, we'll put it that way. But as you can see, quite the large world map there. We do eventually get a method to traverse basically the entire planet. Yeah, the planet, the whole world. That doesn't happen until much later, I want to say, but you can do that. I believe we actually get like something to fly as well. Well, I thought this was the way out. It is not. These towns kind of look similar, but they're all unique in their own ways, in their own slight ways. We got here. What level are you? Ooh, level 8. Nice. I won't one-shot you. Ow. Fence power down. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, and at night, Kevin, if you could see him over here, turns into a werewolf and like beats the crap out of people even more so than during the day. Nice, got a bird scale. Oh, and there is a day and night system in this game, now that I mentioned that our one side character actually transforms when it's nighttime out and does like extra damage. The best part about Kevin down there is that he gets like one of the coolest sounding moves I've ever heard of in a video game. Now, it may just be a weird translation, but in one of his classes at the higher level, he gets access to a move called the Seiryu Death Fist. And oh man, it's just so awesome. Lots of this stuff, when you're viewing it in the frame of the era in which it came out, a lot of this stuff is just so much fun. Poison, that's unfortunate. Can we get a little healing action? A little healing action? No. How about diamond? Can we get a little diamond on this guy? Do it, believe it. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Well, that is about the long and short. Oh yeah, sometimes chests can be trapped. Come on. Oh no. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate you. Alright, so that is the long and short of Secret of Mana 3, or Seiken Densetsu, however you want to pronounce it. I fed that phrase into Google Translate, both translating the actual title to Japanese and then translating the Japanese title into English, and neither of them translate into the title of this game, so I don't know what's up with that. But if you can ever get your hands on this, or I would say if you ever get the chance to play the 3D remaster, I would strongly suggest it, as it's a lot of fun. The 3D remake is a little different from this. I want to say not very much. Basically more from a playability standpoint than it is anything else. Oh, smoke. Good. Blue smoke that turns us green. Of course. Oh, and now we're almost dead. Let's use some oil. That wasn't the right one to use it on. That was a terrible idea, Duran. No, you used it on the wrong person again, Duran. Alright. Either way, that's all the time I have for this episode today. Thank you everybody so much for joining me on another little classic one-shot over here at Lost Time Gaming. I'm Devo. If you enjoyed the video today, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and get subscribed. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about my gameplay, my commentary, or anything else in general. That being said, thanks for watching, and as usual, I'll catch you all on the flip side.